Madonna. Okay. You started already.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and over the summer I researched the effect of ambient ozone on Thalius vulgaris. And just to start off, ambient ozone is ground level ozone, and it hurts the plants because it is not able to go through the processes of photosynthesis, respiration, and transpiration. So, ozone enters the leaf through the stomata, shown in this picture, during the normal plant processes, as said before, photosynthesis, and as a result, the plant can no longer perform its normal processes. So the plant tries to fix that particular problem of the extra ozone 3 being inside the plant, and tries to break that down instead of continuing photosynthesis, transpiration, and respiration. So just to continue, Thalius vulgaris is also known as the snap bean. It's used because it's a widespread area of interest. It's a very popular crop that a lot of farmers use, and it's a local plant. It's a local crop that a lot of people consume. It's very sensitive to ozone. It has no annual pest, and it is very important and a very important interest to Long Island farmers. Here's a picture of what the damage kind of looks like. It's a bronzing in between the veins of the leaf. So the purpose of this experiment is to see whether or not the resistant strain or the resistant plant is better than the susceptible. And my hypothesis is that the resistant will create a higher yield than the susceptible. And you can see as the graphic shows that as the ozone increases, the amount of crops decrease, or the yield of the crops decrease. So one thing I would just like to add is that the most popular months to plant these crops are in June, July, and August. And those are when the sun is at its highest rate, especially in August. And that's when ozone is more likely to, when the plant is more likely to be more susceptible to ozone damage. As we move on to the methodologies.
Burwa Costa.
Okay, so
Please come to the main
overview
office.
essay is pretty
Burwa
much when you look
Costa,
at the
please come
plants.
to the main office.
When you look at the plants, you would see when you see the damage done to the plants, or when you see the ozone symptoms, shown in this picture here again, the bronzing of the leaves, then you would start doing your assay. You would start to estimate between 0 and 100% what the amount of damage is, and you would measure the damage done to the overall plant and to the defoliation to that given plot. And defoliation is when the leaves just come off the plant when it falls. And to back up this procedure, ImageJ is a computer program that measures the amount of area of the leaf and the area of the damaged leaf in a proportion. So ImageJ is what's seen here. They take the original picture, well, you download ImageJ onto your computer, and then you open this picture. From that computer program, you split the channels in between red, green, and blue, and then you pick the image that looks most like the original picture. You can see that it kind of separates here. You see this is the portion where the leaf is rich and healthy, green, and you can see this is where the brown and the sparkling comes into play, and this is the dark spots here. So then you would adjust the threshold to match it, and that's shown in black and white pictures, and then you would press analyze particles or analyze pixels, and then you would get your calculated results, which is a very close match to our original picture, to our original amount estimated in this procedure. Now this is just a picture of the field distribution and what it will look like. This was an image of the fields that we had, and a pod count to figure out if the yield was beneficial for the Long Island farmers, if this was okay for them to use or be beneficial towards them, was that first you had to harvest the beans, also called pods, and then you would count them, and then you would weigh them to see what the yield, or if it was good enough to sell for economic reasons. So in all three graphs, you can see that the resistant was higher than the susceptible, which was shown in the weight of the pod, the amount of the pods, and the overall damage was worse than susceptible. So as a conclusion, history states that the resistant was a lot higher than the susceptible. For future research, I plan to use monitors gotten from EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, to figure out the ideal amount of ozone used to create a good amount of beans produced.